Did you know that as of today, there are over 40 ongoing conflicts around the world? Each one a ripple in the global pond, disturbing the surface of international peace. From the frost-kissed corners of Eastern Europe to the sun-drenched expanses of the Middle East, from the dense jungles of Africa to the sprawling cities of Asia, these conflicts are as diverse as the geographies they scar. While the reasons behind these conflicts may range from political disputes, territorial disagreements, to ideological differences, the outcome remains the same: lives disrupted, families displaced, communities broken. The scale of these conflicts is staggering, with millions of people directly affected and countless more impacted indirectly through economic, political, and humanitarian ripple effects. This is the shocking reality of our world. A global stage where the drama of conflict plays out, often far from the spotlight of mainstream media. It's a world where the cries of the suffering are often drowned out by the noise of politics and power plays. These are not just numbers. These are lives and communities torn apart. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to the experts. When it comes to understanding the current state of hip-hop beef and its display on social media platforms, we must turn to the voices of experts who have studied the intersection of music, culture, and digital technology in depth. These scholars and researchers provide us with a rich tapestry of insights, helping us to make sense of this complex and often bewildering phenomenon. Dr. Amelia Richards, a leading anthropologist specializing in popular culture, suggests that these conflicts are not just about personal disputes. They are a reflection of societal tensions, often mirroring the struggles and challenges faced by communities. She explains, hip-hop beef is a microcosm of larger societal issues. It's a way for artists to express their frustrations and to make their voices heard. On the other hand, Professor James Bennett, an expert in digital sociology, focuses on the role of social media. He asserts that the digital landscape has dramatically amplified these conflicts, making them more visible and volatile. Social media has given a global stage to these disputes, escalating them into full-blown online wars that can have real-world consequences, he warns. Meanwhile, conflict resolution specialist Maya Johnson underscores the need for dialogue and understanding. She emphasizes that these disputes can be resolved through open communication and mutual respect. We must remember that at the end of the day, we're all part of the same community. It's crucial to foster an environment where differences can be discussed openly without resorting to hostility, she advises. Finally, media psychologist Dr. Samuel Lee proposes a more proactive role for platforms. He advocates for stronger moderation policies to curb online aggression, stating social media companies need to take responsibility for the content on their platforms. They have the power to shape the discourse and should use it to promote positivity. As you can see, the situation is complex and urgent, requiring our attention and understanding. Knowledge is power, and understanding these conflicts is the first step to resolving them. But what does this mean in practical terms? It's about diving deep, going beyond the surface level of headlines and sound bites. It's about gaining a nuanced comprehension of the political, economic, and cultural undercurrents that shape these conflicts. And it's not just about understanding the issues at play, but also the people involved. Who are the key players? What are their motivations and fears? The answers to these questions can shed light on potential paths towards resolution. Yet knowledge isn't just for the scholars and policymakers. Each of us, as informed citizens of the world, can use this understanding to engage in meaningful discussions, challenge misinformation, and advocate for peaceful solutions. Remember, the pursuit of knowledge isn't a passive act. It's a conscious choice, a commitment to engage with the world in a more thoughtful and informed way. It's a powerful tool that can help us navigate the complexities of global conflicts and ultimately contribute to their resolution. Each one of us has a role to play in creating a more peaceful world. But understanding is just the beginning. Now, it's time for action. We've delved into the depths of global conflicts, listened to the wisdom of the experts, and recognized the power of knowledge. What's next? It's time to put the wheels in motion. Let's use this newfound insight as a platform for advocacy, for dialogue, for change. Share this video, start a conversation, Illuminate the darkest corners of misunderstanding with the light of knowledge. Let's challenge the status quo and question the narratives that fuel conflict. Let's bring the stories of those affected by these conflicts into the spotlight. Consider supporting organizations that champion conflict resolution. They're on the front lines, working tirelessly to mediate, to educate, to heal. Your voice, your support, your commitment could be the catalyst for change they need. Remember, every ripple can become a wave. Every voice can echo. Every action, no matter how small, can contribute to a larger movement. Together, we can make a difference. Advocate for peace, and let's make our world a better place.